Is that the deal?
I don't know.
Are you one of our key players? How many past life consciousness are embedded in the soul memory? I think that was the question, something like that. How many past lives, how many consciousness from past lives are embedded in the soul memory?
All of
And
them.
yes, yeah, here we go. Pop quiz. And Stephanie got the answer correct. All of them are. But the problem is the soul chooses what to take. Okay. And where we have this frustration is that, the mind wipe. Here we go. We're starting all over again, right? Who are we? What are we? What are we doing here? What are these circumstances? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my role? What is my future? What qualities do I have? What are my weaknesses? Okay. I think that's where people get so frustrated. Okay. I really do. It's like every new lifetime, we have to figure it all out all over again. Those of us that are lucky to reach the age of like 40, because 40 is quite a significant turning point, right? It's like the first 40 years you're trying to die, and the next 40 or 50 years you're trying to live, right? Somebody said that to me once. I was like, yeah, you know what? That's pretty genius. And this is where we have the problems. Now, the mind wipe is not fair. We know this. The mind wipe. So the soul takes what it wants, and what happens to the rest of the information and the wisdom and the knowledge and the things that we built here on the earth plane? Well, it's an energy. It's left. It's a residual energy. The body, a residual energy. And because there's no more life force energy going into it, right? It just eventually just dissipates. The energy just dissipates. Now, to me, I don't know about you guys, that's pretty sad. I mean, I don't want to spend the
Ashes to
whole
ashes,
lifetime.
dust to dust.
Yeah, I don't want to spend the whole lifetime being psychic and learning all this stuff and then going into the spirit world. And guess what, Liz? You got to start all over. And by the way, you're not psychic in the next lifetime, because I keep getting that and that scares the hell out of me. Okay. So there's some things that we would like to carry forward into our next lifetime. For me, psychic ability, hands down, psychic mediumship ability. To keep my same soul family that I have now. I'm like one of those rare people that actually likes their soul family. I'm laughing because you know how many times I hear, Liz, I can't take it anymore. I just got to cut ties, right? And and then what happens? We get into the spirit world and oh, that wasn't so bad. Let's do it again. Okay. So I would like to keep my soul family and I would like to keep some experiences, but I would also like to, if I manage, because I'm doing the whole generational wealth, the senior, hello senior, I know he's listening, the senior manifesto um did for us, right? And if we can get that rolling, I would love to be able to carry that forward for my benefit in the next lifetime. I don't want to be poor in the next lifetime, right? I don't want to have, that's just another hurdle that we have to jump through. So there's a lot of these things that I'm like making a list of. I'm like, okay, so, but with the mind wipe, right? Those won't be going with me. So how on earth do we circumvent this mind wipe? How do we do that? And that's my next challenge. I want to be able to circumvent the mind wipe. Now, in an ideal world, you would say, well, you just want to package up and put a bow on it, the consciousness that you have, currently here and now on the earth plane. When the body dies, you just package it up in a little gift box, right? And then going into the next lifetime, you manifest that gift box finds you, energetically finds you, and you unwrap it, you open it up, and through processing, you would be able to have all those gifts back. Okay. But there's a problem with that. The problem is that the energy dissipates and you're not allowed to do that, right? Because by the time you reincarnate back here on the earth plane, well, all that energy is gone. It's evaporated. So how do we circumvent the mind wipe? I think we're going to have to do a big probe on this. I'll probably have to do a lot of CTT sessions on this, but I just thought I'd tell you that is my next quest, right? And, who were we in the past? What was it that we didn't want to bring forward? Was it just trauma? Do we only leave trauma behind? No, we don't. We leave a lot of good aspects behind as well. Well, why can't we take those good aspects with us? We're carrying our trauma, right? The memory of the trauma is not there. Okay. So we can't, with our conscious minds, unless you're a psychic medium, right? Or you have hypnotherapy or remote viewing or something like that, some tool to bring it forward. For the most part, because of the mind wipe, we're not allowed to access those memories. But what about like the joy too? Shouldn't we be allowed to carry the joy with us? Do we carry the joy? Not so much. It's really bizarre how this system is worked out. And of course, with with karma, the booby trap. Karma is a booby trap. Karma is what holds it all together. And so I definitely want to try to circumvent that mind wipe. Okay. So it's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day for those of us in the USA. For those of you outside of the USA, it is a bank holiday weekend. You all had your bank holidays last weekend. Yes. See, I know, UK. And luckily for you in the UK, you get 2 in August. I remember those very well. I used to go to Carnival once upon a time. And I had a good time, but I always left before it hit dark because that's when all the mayhem broke out. You could pay me to go to Carnival now. Anyway, so I thought we would work on, as our lovely, she's so beautiful, by the way, our lovely hairdresser put it in Hong Kong. If you're in Hong Kong, you need your hair doing, you better go to her. Okay, reclaiming self-love now and for the future. Okay, why? Because through our experiences as souls, we had self-love or a majority of self-love in there somewhere, right? And it just chipped away and chipped away and chipped away and chipped away through all these lifetimes. And, we get to this particular lifetime. God knows how much it's been chipped away. We're lucky we even have any left. I mean, come on. Do you know what I've been through in previous lifetimes? I mean, I was like a seed that was floating in the air that landed on the concrete. And I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. I landed on a rock and I can't grow and bloom and blossom. My life is over. Those little white things that go flying in the air with the little spiky things on them, and they're I was one of those in a previous life. In fact, that was the first CTT session I'd ever done with George, was that session. And I was like, geez, this is so depressing. Little did I know what was to come, because that was pretty much like mild compared to some other lifetimes I uncovered with George. Don't forget, I did at least 250, if not more, 300. And if anybody is here that knew George, I do have all of his recordings. I do need to unpack them and put them on a website for all to hear at some point. Anyway, so, it's reclaiming our self-love. And that's what I want to do today. It's we need to work on this reclaiming our self-love. We may not even know where we lost it and the circumstances behind losing it. Okay. Oh, hello. Another one here from the UK. Hello. And but it's important that we use the word reclaim. Okay, reclaim. All right. So, Mr. Reality, if you want to do the introduction and then we'll get right to it.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Labor Day. It's Mr. Reality, joined by Liz Cross and 50 of our closest friends for our Monday morning consciousness transformation technique, where we tap bilaterally with our arms crossed in front of us and repeat with me, trying to rewire our brain and our consciousness. Hi, Liz.
Hi. The UK takeover. You guys are funny in the chat. Well, thanks so much for being here. Now, if there's anyone new, please put your hand up so we know you're new and we can guide you a bit more. The group is very friendly. They're not going to punish you for being new. We like new people. We love new people. New people bring in a lot of new things to the group as well. So if anybody is new here, please hand up. Going once. Going twice. Do you see any hands raised, Mr. Reality? Nope, gone. All right. Well, luckily for you, Keir Starmer has put the fire under Mr. Shakespeare. And he's putting together this massive mind probe of Keir Starmer and how the UK is going to move forward in the future. All right. All right, well, let's get started. So as always, if you are prone to seizures, you have a predisposition to seizures, or you have a previous history of seizures, do not do the CTT. It is highly stimulating to the brain. It rewires the brain. Most likely, you will not be able to handle that amount of stimulation within the brain, and it could result in a seizure. We don't want that. All right, now, once we open, okay, you need to stay till close. Mr. Reality and myself are not responsible for what happens to you if you do not close properly. Yes, it is that serious. Okay, why, Liz? Well, because we're doing energy removal, you will then have holes or vacancies in your being where we have done those removals. Dark energy moves faster than light energy. Dark energy needs a host. And guess where it's going to go? Oh, wow, I found a new home. It's going to go to you. Okay, I urge you all to stay till close. All right, let's open up Mr. Reality. Everybody should be where Mr. Reality is. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest
An optimum etheric pyramid.
An optimum etheric pyramid.
As well as. An optimum etheric Faraday cage.
An optimum etheric Faraday cage.
For the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
For the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. I am just so happy to be here. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
That's very important. You know, it's important to feel happy and show gratitude for waking up and experiencing another day. Oh, sorry, I had to drink a tea there. All right, treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
The optimum ability to see.
the optimum ability to see,
recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. And Mr. Reality, you have such a lovely voice. By the way, you always have such a great voice. You do so much for us. Thank you. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done. Thank you.
I seriously can't wait for you to get your things up and running. Like, I think I need to be in there full time. All right. And the last one is the optimum activation of all of our spiritual helpers and divine team. Okay. All right. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine team.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately, very important, immediately transport it into the spirit world.
They will immediately transport it into the spirit world
and transmute it into white light positive karma back into the universe.
And transmute it into white light positive karma back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. What are we saying today, Mr. Reality? Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to continue. I know you like continually, and I always say continuously. Continually or continuously reclaim our self-love in this lifetime and any subsequent lifetimes.
What's that going to allow you to do? What's the benefit of self-love?
Consciousness.
And how does that help lift the veil on your virtues moving forward?
Oh dear. It's all getting very complicated at 9:15 in the morning. Okay, let's ask, how does reclaiming our self-love benefit us? Because it was ours to begin with. Okay, it doesn't belong to the dark, it belongs to us, and we are taking a stand. This is coming from George, folks, and we are taking a stand against the dark, and that's a tool that they use against us. Next question.
What percentage of our self-love do we have when we come down to earth at, the midpoint of your life? How much is lost and how much can we regain?
Ooh, in each lifetime, well, it depends upon the lifetime, but what percentage do we come in with when we come in, we're reincarnated? So we come in with about 90%. Okay.
Babies, you're so gullible.
Oh, I love babies.
But then, the midpoint of your life, what are you at then?
Midpoint of your life, what are you at? Depending upon your circumstances, you're at 40 or 30%.
All right. So
Wow.
let's try and get back that 98%.
Yeah. And so let's ask this question. Those were good questions, by the way. So let's ask this, George, if we manage to achieve a 98% self-love, we'd have to reclaim all of our past life self-love that was lost and all of our self-love that was lost in this lifetime. What would happen? You would ascend off the earth plane and there would be no need to reincarnate back here anymore. Wow.
How much do you have on the God plane?
Ooh, how much self-love? What, post reincarnation, like post having to do that, or pre?
Either or.
Pre reincarnation, you're 50-50. So you're bipolar, right? Post, you're 100%.
All right. Well, we don't have much
Wow.
time to run through it. So let's get moving, cracking. Yes. Optimally and continuously reclaim our own self love.
All right, so let's go. Again, if anybody has any questions about the tapping, I do see some new names here, and I don't know if you know how to tap. But anyway, if you do have questions, drop it in the chat. We're really friendly. Everybody's willing to help everybody else. I mean, it's a good group here. We're so blessed. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to continuously reclaim.
to continuously reclaim
I'm proud of you. Our self-love
our self love
that has been lost in past lives,
that has been lost in past lives,
in this current lifetime,
in this current lifetime,
and is currently due to be, and that is due to be lost in the future.
and is due to be lost in the future.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Ooh, very interesting. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
It belonged to me. I'm angry that I even have to attempt to reclaim it. It's mine. It shouldn't have been stolen from me. What did you get?
Also, a lot of anger about it. Yes.
All right, guys, if you get any info, drop it in the chat. Here we go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal
let go and heal
all of this anger.
all of this anger.
This is what the game is.
This is what
The game is.
the game is.
We are having to reclaim our self-love.
We are having to reclaim our self love.
It's mine in the first place.
It was mine in the first place.
It should never have been stolen from me.
It should never have been stolen from me.
It was taken away from my energy field.
It was taken away from my energy field
And relabeled.
and relabeled, reallocated.
Yes, reallocated. Thank you. What else?
I don't have space for it anymore.
Oh, God. I don't have space for it anymore. It doesn't fit in my reality.
It doesn't fit in my reality.
I'm happy with the new reality.
I'm happy with the new reality.
I'm used to it.
I am used to it.
If it wants me, it can find me.
If it wants me, it can find me. You know my number.
I, I'm not going to bother looking for it.
I am not going to bother looking for it.
Anything else?
No.
I got a sharp head pain, left hand side. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get?
I got this feeling of being stabbed in the back.
Ooh. Mm. So that says to me, like it was taken from you, and that was always the agenda, right? You didn't realize it was the agenda, but until it was too late. Interesting. All right.
I also
I
feel
got,
like if it's been stolen, reallocated, given to someone else, that there's no way we can get it back. We've lost the claim to it.
well, let's ask. Okay, that's a good question. Have we lost the claim to our self-love? It's only a temporary loss. Does that mean that if we reclaim it, we have to steal it from someone else? No, it's there waiting for us to take.
All right.
But it has been relabeled, yes, but it's been relabeled, so it's usually gone in an opposite of the emotion of self-love. So there's many opposites depending upon the circumstances to the feeling of self-love. Fear, self-hate, neglect, abandonment. I mean, we can go on and on and on, right? So that's how it's been relabeled, but it doesn't actually belong to anyone else. Does that mean that we have our own like parallel sort of, do we have our own sort of safety box or safety net, or how, what am I trying to say here? It's like a parallel thing that nobody else can grab it? No, it can be grabbed by the dark, and that's what happens when we lose that self-love on that timeline. The dark use it as a tool, right? It fuels the dark. It's an energy, and we're just basically reclaiming it from the dark. I've totally forgotten where we are now. Where are we? Stabbing in the back. Okay, let's go. There's a part of me that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
Sorry, a part of all of us that knows how to let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I feel like I've been betrayed,
I feel like I have been betrayed
been stabbed in the back.
and been stabbed in the back.
I didn't see the agenda for what it was.
I didn't see the agenda for what it was.
They stole my self-love.
They stole my self-love.
They tricked me into it.
They tricked me into it.
If I would have known, I would have never allowed it to happen.
If I would have known, I would have never allowed it to happen.
And then I'm so busy, I don't have time to go back and find my self-love.
I'm so busy, I don't have time to go back and claim my self-love.
Reclaim it. What else?
I'm completely blindsided because I take everyone at face value.
Ooh, I'm completely blindsided because I take everyone at face value. That's good. I judge others at the same standard that I operate.
I judge others at the same standard as I operate.
If you know what I'm saying. What else?
I don't want to let go of my self-hate.
I don't want to let go of these dark feelings, my self-hate. That's a good one. What else?
Negative projections from others I'm always having to fend off.
I'm always having to fend off negative projections of others. Their negatives become my negatives.
Their negatives become my negative,
And I happily absorb that.
and I'm happy to absorb that.
I think that by absorbing other people's negative energy,
I think that by absorbing other people's negative energy,
I'm healing them and creating good karma.
I am healing them and creating this karma.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I wear too many hats in this life to wear a hat for myself.
Ooh, I wear too many hats in this life to wear a hat for myself. I am not a priority.
I am not a priority in my life.
Very good. Anything else? All right, we'll finish this one out. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I got, why is it such hard work? It shouldn't be like this. What did you get?
I got this image of someone being wrapped as a mummy and put in a museum and put up on a pedestal. So even though we've gotten rid of our physical, bodies and physical lifetimes, we still carry on that baggage spiritually, energetically from one life to the next. We shed the shell, but we keep all the energy and drama and trauma.
Right. Exactly. So we keep all the, and that follows us. That's what I hate. That's what I hate. I hate that. And that's the unfairness of the system. And I understand the reason it follows us is because we have to, at some point in this existence here on the earth plane, whichever lifetime it is, it's there for us to resolve and it's there for us to reclaim our self-love. But it's like, really? You know, all that stuff about when you go to the kingdom of heaven and you're healed and all your troubles go away. Yeah, they do until you come back, right? Yeah, they do temporarily, they may go away. But then when we're channeling that person from that particular lifetime that they were attached to, or we knew them as, then their feelings are right back there again. Right. So it just goes to show that that doesn't leave, that all those unresolved issues, they just don't go away. Oh, so complicated. Okay, so where are we with the tapping?
Still cranking through.
We're still cranking through. All right. So if any of you guys get any information, be sure to drop it in the chat and we'll just keep going, see what we get. And this is the name of the game. We just keep going and going and going. And then eventually we'll feel a big shift. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
This is too hard.
This is too hard.
I shouldn't have to do this.
I shouldn't have to do this.
Oh, okay. God should do this for me.
God should do this for me.
Isn't this why God is here?
Isn't this why God is here?
To make my life better?
To make my life better.
Why are we in such a parasitic existence?
Why are we in such a perilous existence?
Parasitic, like parasites.
Parasitic and perilous.
Yes, perilous too. Absolutely. What else? Can you think? What was your thing, Ronan?
I have forgotten how to love myself.
I've forgotten how to love myself. I don't even recognize who I am.
I don't even recognize who I am. We
With
shed the
self,
body, but not the physical energy and emotional trauma.
we shed the body, but not the physical energy and emotional trauma. We can't seem to resolve these issues.
We cannot seem to resolve these issues,
No matter how hard we try.
no matter how hard we try.
Our souls keep designing what is best for us,
Our soul keeps designing what is best for us,
but it's not the good plan. It's not a good plan.
but it's not a good plan.
We still leave with so many unresolved issues.
We still leave with so many unresolved issues.
If only it were that simple.
If only it were that simple.
What else? I feel unloved.
I feel unloved.
The system doesn't love me.
The system doesn't love me.
It doesn't help me find this information.
It doesn't help me find this information.
How do I know that this label is mine?
How do I know that this label is mine?
What else? Anything else?
No.
All right, we'll keep going. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I got, why do we have to look beyond the conscious mind? What did you get?
I'm just a husk and I can't have love in my life.
Husk.
That's dark. Yeah.
Like a corn husk?
Yeah, like a husk. That's all the body is. That's all you are. Just a
Oh,
husk.
oh my God. That's
Yeah, it's
pretty
dark. I know. It's not me. It's
good grief.
someone
Okay.
out there I'm picking up on.
I'm just a husk. Okay. Well, that's what you want
Why
to
do we
call
have to look
yourself.
beyond our conscious mind? What's the difference between air and breath? Why can't you just instill it with us with love so we don't have to fight the dark and look for it? I am deserving of it without having to look for it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Source is suppressing the trauma from the previous universe. Woo, Candace, that's a little deep. I'll have what she's having. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
Source seems to be suppressing
Source seems to be suppressing
the trauma from the previous universe.
the trauma from the previous universe.
Maybe Source didn't resolve all his issues.
What?
Maybe Source did not resolve all of his issues.
Maybe Source did not resolve all of their issues.
That's why we're having to play these issues out for him or them.
That's why we're having to play these issues out for him or her.
I
or
would
Z.
rather pity or Z or X. I would rather pity myself.
I would
Excuse me.
rather pity myself.
Why don't you just instill us with love so we don't have to fight the dark?
Why don't you get some scales with love so we don't have to fight the dark?
No, that's not how. Why don't you just instill us with love so we don't have to fight the dark?
Just instill us with love so we don't have to fight the dark.
What is the difference between air and breath?
What is the difference between air and breath?
Why do I have to love myself? Isn't that a given?
Why do I have to love myself? Isn't that a given?
We've already accepted what is,
We've already accepted what is,
and that is a life without self-love.
and that's a life without self love.
Oh, yawning is good. Why do we have to look beyond our conscious mind for our self-love?
Why do we have to look beyond our conscious mind for our self love?
Our soul is just a consciousness wanting to survive,
Our soul is just a consciousness wanting to survive
and the physical body is source.
in the physical body of Source.
None of this system makes any sense.
None of this system makes any sense.
What else?
We all have Alzheimer's about our past lives.
We all have Alzheimer's about our past lives. We've experienced the mind wipe thousands of times.
We've experienced the mind wipe thousands of times. How is
And
that fair?
we're sick of it. It's not fair.
We're sick of it and it's not fair.
Why does Source have to do this to us?
Why does Source betray and have to do this to us?
What else? Okay, we'll carry this one out. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, what did you get, Mr. Reality?
I got a vision of the eclipse, like a solar eclipse where something is being pulled in front of the sun and you're not supposed to know what happens behind it. So we don't know what the machinations are of the universe when they put the moon in front of it.
The lack of knowledge is power for the other side, right? So think about it. Does the government really want to educate us to the best of, well, let's not say the best of their ability.
Ignorance is
to the
power.
best of,
Yay.
right. To the best of our ability. No, of course not. Right? No.
Remote viewing isn't real. Psychics aren't real.
Well, and everything else of it, that so being in a position of power means that there is lack of knowledge in the others. Why do we go to school? Well, who has the knowledge and who doesn't? The teachers have the knowledge, the students don't. Therefore, the teachers are in a position of power.
Do they, though?
Right? Well, I mean, for well-behaved children, yes.
But they don't have the knowledge. They just have what they're teaching you.
Well,
if we didn't get the mind wipe, we knew everything, then we'd have all the same memories, feelings, knowledge of lifetimes, and we wouldn't grow, someone says.
Exactly. Well, we wouldn't grow. That's true. The quest for the self-love is the opportunity to grow, right? Which is how every negative experience should be perceived. Oh, okay. Yes, this is a negative. Yes, this is a challenge. How am I going to overcome it, heal it, and what am I going to learn from it? But those are, those are pretty mild negatives. Grief, loss, shock, trauma, stuff like that. That's where it shocks the brain, and we know that where the trauma shocks the brain, it freezes the brain, and therefore it manifests itself into like PTSD, and then that's where we get trapped and we can't move forward. It's a total nightmare. So keeping us in the dark with knowledge is power. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
They have all the power.
They have all the power.
We are just minions in the dark.
We are just minions in the dark.
This is why they don't give us all the information.
This is why they don't give us all the information.
So we're constantly fighting
So we're constantly fighting
and trying to figure out what exactly this is.
and trying to figure out what exactly this is.
Lack of knowledge is also stealing self-love.
Lack of knowledge is also feeling self-love.
Stealing,
Healing, sealing,
ST.
reeling.
I'm angry.
I'm angry.
Why on earth do they have to take it from me?
Why on earth did they have to take it from me?
And now it's like a game of hide and seek.
And now it's just a game of hide and seek.
What else? It's abuse of power.
It's abuse of power.
Where's the back door?
Where is the back door?
What else?
There was a virus protection alert on my computer, so that was funny.
Check ourselves out of the earth plane. It's
and
better,
ascend to the next plane.
yeah. It's better to not know.
It's better to not know. I like the life of ignorance.
I like the life of ignorance. Not knowing is comforting to me.
Not knowing is comforting to me.
What else? I feel like I'm in a barrel rolling down the hill.
Oh, that's fun. I feel like I'm in a barrel rolling down the hill.
And I can't stop.
And I can't stop.
I'm not able to stop time.
I am not able to stop time.
At that given moment when the trauma happens.
At that given moment when the trauma happens.
And actually take stock of where my self-love is.
And actually take stock of where my self-love is.
Freezing my brain is stealing my self-love.
What to my brain?
Freezing my brain is
Freezing
stealing.
my brain is fueling my self-love.
No, stealing, stealing my self-love.
Stealing my self-love. The STs are not coming through on the speakers today. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay. What else?
This is a mission impossible down here on Earth.
This is a mission impossible down here on Earth. Don't talk to me about mission bloody impossible mouse. Oh my God. I can't seem to win.
I cannot seem to win.
I feel abandoned from my by my spirit team.
I feel abandoned by my spirit team.
Where are they when I need them?
Where are they when I need them?
I keep crying out for help and no one is listening.
I keep crying out for help and no one is listening.
Nothing is happening.
Nothing is happening.
Why do I have to find my own way?
Why do I have to find my own way?
This doesn't feel like love.
It doesn't feel like love.
What else? My feet are in concrete. Don't know if we lost him. My feet are in
What?
concrete. My feet are in concrete.
My feet are in concrete.
Haven't
Ah.
I learned enough lessons from my past lives?
Haven't I learned enough lessons from my past lives?
Why are there so many?
Why are there so many?
I can't possibly get through them all.
I cannot possibly get through them all.
Anything else? Okay, we'll finish this round out. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Wow. What did you get?
I got this image of someone trying to shut their front door and self love trying to come in, but they're afraid of it coming in, and it's coming in like a blustery wind in the cold.
It's a stranger.
It's a stranger. I don't know who it is. Right.
Mm. That was very powerful. Wow. All right, let's go. If you get anything, make sure you drop it in the chat. I don't know what we're missing, but we'll find it. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
Self-love is a stranger.
Self love is a stranger.
It's not welcome here.
It's not welcome here.
It's constantly trying to make its way in.
It's constantly trying to make its way in.
But I don't trust it has me and like I don't trust it has its best intentions. It has
I don't trust it has the best intentions.
Yeah, thank you. I shoo it away.
I will shoo it away.
It's like a bad smell. I don't know where that came from.
It's like a bad smell.
What else? It doesn't belong here.
It doesn't belong to me anymore.
I freely give it away.
Bad idea. I freely give it away.
I'm used to it. This is what people want from me.
This is what people want from me. Pardon me.
I want a refund.
I want a refund.
I wish God would be more compassionate.
I wish that God would be more compassionate.
I'm like a starving homeless person, too proud to ask for food.
I'm like a starving homeless person who is too proud to ask for food.
We have the right to choose what love we want.
We have the right to choose what love that we want.
And we choose self-hate.
And we choose self-hate.
What else?
There's a foot on my face.
There's a foot on my face.
Holding me down and keeping me from going in the right direction.
Holding me down and keeping me from going in the right direction. The universe is breadcrumbing me.
The universe is breadcrumbing me.
And I'm used to it. I'm compliant.
And I am used to it and compliant.
It's what I know. That part of our
what I know.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, now that feels very much lighter to me. Is everybody feeling good? I feel really relaxed. I don't really feel tightness in the throat or chest. I did feel that leave, but this was a difficult one today. It's like wading through sludge. Lighter. So everybody's feeling good. There's no tightness in the throat or the chest. Some
There's a little
blockage
fire in the
ahead.
throat.
Little fire in your throat? Okay. All right.
I got that there are two sets of records being kept the etheric records and the records that we make when we're down here. And the things that we do down here doesn't really have an effect to wipe out all the other records from before.
Well, and that's the problem. The conscious mind, everybody thinks, oh, well, if I just do good and if I just do this and if I just do that and I'm doing all this stuff for all these people and it's wonderful and I'm neglecting myself, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm righting all my wrongs. That doesn't work. That doesn't work when it comes down to the soul issues, right? And the self-love and the missing pieces of the puzzle. It doesn't work at all, right? All that does is it means you're a good person. It means when you leave the earth plane, you emotionally affected people in a positive way. Yes, that's a great thing. But does it mean that you've resolved your issues? No. No. Does it mean that you should be horrible to people to resolve your issues? No. But it means you need to work on yourself. The other thing that we got from a session yesterday is that what does money do? Money buys us time, right? For those of us in this group, right? It buys us time. Why? Because we're wanting to expand and expand and expand on the consciousness, but for the fact that we have to earn a living for the most of us in the group, right? And so as we're going forward through time, 10, 15 years out, money is even tighter than it ever was. So we know at 2040, it's going to be double the cost of living. Guess what? The wages have not doubled. The wages only match that double increase by 3/4, right? So what does that mean? That means we have to work harder and we spend more time working. What does that mean? Well, that means the economy is now a tool of the dark to take us away from our consciousness expansion. A lot of people are like, Liz, you're like so weird because you're like a medium that worries about money. Yeah, there's a reason for that, right? There's a reason because you got to set yourself up for the future. Self-love is important. And yeah, so just doing all this do-goody stuff for everybody else, yes, that's good, but it's not helping you. You need to help yourself first before you help others. All right, so we do have a burning in the throat and it's mental torture. Okay, when I tuned into your throat, Mr. Reality, somewhere in there, it's mental torture. Why? Because it's almost like we're happy to keep abusing ourselves. You know, lack of self-love, not really worrying about it too much on a grand scale. It
I think it's the
is,
not knowing. I remember
yes,
every
the not
taste,
knowing.
every thought, every conversation I've had over the last, 4 decades. And so not remembering something really rubs me the wrong way.
So the not knowing. Okay, yeah, let's go into the others. It's the not knowing, like not knowing where to look, not knowing where to find, not even getting a little hint or a crumb of information. Okay.
Yeah, I like
There's a,
remembering.
yeah, there's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
All of these memories
all of these memories
that we are not allowed to access
that we are not allowed to access
in order to find our self-love.
in order to find our self-love.
The not knowing is
The,
really frustrating.
the not knowing is very frustrating.
We're not even given a hint or a clue.
We're not even given a hint or a clue.
We're trying to find our way in the dark
We are trying to find our way in the dark
with no lights to lead the way.
with no light to lead the way.
Consciousness expansion is power,
Consciousness expansion is power,
and they don't want us to have that.
and they do not want us to have that.
They want to keep us as minions here on the earth plane,
They want to keep us as minions here on the earth plane,
juggling the energy around and around.
doubling the energy around and around,
What else? Anything else?
giving power to the dark with amnesia.
Yeah. Amnesia is giving power to the dark, not being able to locate those memories. We're in a war and we don't even realize it.
We're in a war and we don't even realize it.
Anything else? Okay, I'll finish this one out. I did feel that release. But hold on, there's one more thing. It's coming up. We don't know what the law and the order is. We're having to guess our way through this structure.
We're having to guess our way through this structure.
Please, could someone put a sign on the self-love that I dropped? Oh my
Please,
God.
can someone put a sign on the self-love that I dropped?
All right. Because I'm not instinctive to know. It's not instinctual to know. Like I don't
It's
have the
not,
instincts to know.
I don't have the instincts to know where I left it.
Please, could someone point it out to me?
Please, could someone point it out to me? I'm going to make a sign that says self-love lost. Please call this number if you found it.
That released it. I felt that. All right. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Now that feels even lighter. Okay, awesome. So let's tap to close. Optimum guidance, positive emotional fulfillment, gratitude, and of course, we always say self-love, but also we need to add the ability to reclaim any and all self-love that has been lost. Okay, let's leave it open. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
optimum guidance,
optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self-love,
self-love,
and the ability to find
and the ability to find
and reclaim
and reclaim
any and all self-love
any and all self-love
that belongs to us
that belongs to us
in all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
in all of those wonderful spaces that we had just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. I am feeling really mega relaxed. So thank you, everyone. And as always, we'll hold for questions.
We will hold for questions. I appreciate each and every one of you out here. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Yes.